Lailat al-Qadr, the Night of Power and How to Make Traditional SHEER KHURMA. Assalamu alaikum and welcome back, food explorers. Today, we're diving into one of the most spiritually significant nights in the Islamic calendar, Lailat al-Qadr, or the Night of Power. And of course, we'll be making a beautiful dish that perfectly captures the essence of this sacred occasion, the rich, aromatic SHEER KHURMA that nourishes worshippers through the night. Whether you're Muslim and observe this night yourself, or simply curious about the beautiful tapestry of world food traditions, join me as we explore the profound history, economic impact, and cultural significance of this extraordinary night, all through the lens of its delicious culinary traditions. Lailat al-Qadr marks a pivotal moment in human history, the night when the first verses of the Quran were revealed to Prophet Muhammad by the angel Gabriel, or Jibril, around the year 610 CE. This transformative moment occurred in the cave of Hira near Mecca, where Muhammad often retreated for spiritual contemplation. The first words revealed were, "Read in the name of your Lord who created man from a clinging substance. Read, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not." The Quran itself dedicates an entire chapter, Surah al-Qadr, to this night, describing it as better than 1,000 months in spiritual value. Imagine that, a single night worth more than 83 years of worship. The chapter also tells us that angels and the Spirit descend to earth during this night, bringing divine peace until dawn. While the exact date is not definitively established, Muslims typically observe Lailat al-Qadr on one of the odd-numbered nights during the last 10 days of Ramadan, with the 27th night being most widely commemorated. This beautiful ambiguity encourages worshippers to maximize their devotion throughout these blessed nights. Across the Muslim world, Lailat al-Qadr is observed with remarkable diversity, yet unified spiritual focus. From Saudi Arabia's Grand Mosque in Mecca, which hosts millions of worshippers, to the colorful famous Ramadan lanterns illuminating Cairo's streets, each culture adds its unique expression to this sacred night. Many Muslims practice itikaf, a spiritual retreat in the mosque, during these final days of Ramadan. Extended night prayers called Qiyam al-Layl can last for hours, with powerful Quranic recitations echoing through illuminated mosques worldwide. Homes are specially cleaned and decorated with lights, lanterns, and calligraphy. Families gather for prayers, Quran reading, and, of course, sharing special foods that provide energy for night-long worship while celebrating this blessed occasion. What fascinates me about Lailat al-Qadr is how spiritual devotion creates remarkable economic ripples. Charitable giving skyrockets, with some countries seeing 40 to 70% increases in donations during these nights. Many Muslims strategically save their annual zakat, the obligatory 2.5% wealth tax, to distribute during this period for maximum spiritual reward. This creates a significant wealth redistribution effect that benefits countless vulnerable communities. Markets buzz with activity as people purchase special foods, gifts, and prayer essentials. In countries like Turkey and Malaysia, specialized Ramadan bazaars extend their hours specifically for this period. And that brings us to the delicious part of our journey, the food traditions that nourish both body and soul during this night of worship. Today we're making SHEER KHURMA, one of the most beloved dishes served during Lailat al-Qadr across South Asian Muslim communities. The name means milk with dates in Persian, and it perfectly embodies what food during this night is all about: nourishing, celebratory, and meant for sharing. This rich vermicelli pudding isn't just delicious, it provides sustained energy for night-long prayers while creating a moment of connection between family and community. In many households, extra portions are specifically prepared for distributing to neighbors and those in need, embodying the spirit of charity that defines this sacred night. Let's gather our ingredients and begin. For our SHEER KHURMA, we'll need 1 cup thin vermicelli seviyan, preferably the roasted variety. 4 cups whole milk. Half a cup sugar, adjust to taste. 8 to 10 dates, Medjool preferred, pitted and chopped. 1/4 cup ghee, clarified butter. 4 nuts and dry fruits. 2 tablespoons chopped pistachios. 2 tablespoons chopped almonds. 2 tablespoons chopped cashews. 2 tablespoons golden raisins. 1 tablespoon dried rose petals, optional but beautiful. And for our aromatic flavorings, 1/2 teaspoon cardamom powder. a few strands of saffron, soaked in 2 tablespoons warm milk, 1 tablespoon rose water, optional, 1/4 teaspoon Kira water, screw pine essence, optional. These ingredients come together to create something truly special, a dish that's been passed down through generations and connects us to centuries of tradition. Let's start by preparing our vermicelli. If they're long strands, we'll break them into approximately 2-inch pieces. Heat the ghee in a heavy-bottomed pan over medium heat. The richness of ghee gives sheer khurma its distinctive flavor, though some families might use butter instead. Now we'll add our vermicelli and roast it until it turns a beautiful golden brown, stirring continuously to prevent burning. This should take about 3 to 4 minutes. If you're using pre-roasted vermicelli, this step will be quicker. See that gorgeous color developing? This toasting step is crucial. It brings out the nutty flavor of the vermicelli and ensures it keeps its texture in the milk. Now we'll add our chopped nuts and raisins to the same pan. We'll lightly toast them for just 1 to 2 minutes until they become fragrant. Be careful not to burn them. I'm removing about half of this mixture and setting it aside for garnishing our finished dish later. Now for the transformation. We'll pour the milk into the pan with our toasted vermicelli and nuts. Bring this to a gentle boil, then reduce the heat to low. This slow cooking is essential for developing the rich, creamy texture that makes sheer khurma so comforting. Next, we'll add our chopped dates and sugar. The dates will gradually melt into the milk, infusing it with their natural sweetness and distinctive flavor. We'll simmer this, stirring occasionally, until the vermicelli is soft and the pudding reaches a slightly thick consistency, about 15 to 20 minutes. You'll notice it thickening as it cooks, but remember it will continue to thicken slightly as it cools. Now for the aromatic magic that makes this dish truly special. We'll stir in the cardamom powder. This warming spice is essential to sheer khurma's distinctive flavor. Next, our saffron milk mixture goes in. Watch how the golden color spreads throughout the dish. Saffron is considered the world's most precious spice, and its use here reflects the special nature of this night. If you're using rose water and Kira water, add them now. These floral essences add an ethereal fragrance that elevates this from simply food to something truly celebratory. We'll let this simmer for just 2 to 3 minutes more to let all those flavors marry together beautifully. Traditionally, sheer khurma is served in beautiful dishes, often passed down through generations and reserved for special occasions. We'll garnish with our reserved nuts and dried rose petals for both flavor and visual appeal. The contrast of the golden pudding with the green pistachios and pink rose petals represents the beauty and care that goes into preparing food for this sacred night. The warmth of cardamom, richness of milk, sweetness of dates, and texture of nuts create a perfect harmony that's both comforting and luxurious. For Lailat al-Qadr, sheer khurma is often served warm, providing both nourishment and comfort to worshippers through the night. However, it's equally delicious chilled, especially in warmer regions. What I find most beautiful about sheer khurma and Lailat al-Qadr is how they connect millions of people across continents in a shared experience of devotion, reflection, and community. While the Night of Power holds profound religious significance for Muslims, its emphasis on charitable giving, spiritual reflection, and community connection offers wisdom we can all appreciate. When families prepare this dish across South Asia and beyond, they're not just making food. They're continuing a tradition that connects them to countless generations before them and to a global community sharing in the same sacred experience. If you've enjoyed this exploration of Lailat al-Qadr through its food traditions, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss our cultural food adventures. And if you make sheer khurma yourself, I'd love to see your creation. Tag us in your photos. And here's my question for you. What food from your cultural or religious traditions holds special meaning for you? Share in the comments below. I read every single one. Until next time, happy cooking and Ramadan Kareem to those observing.